Good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. So, come on in, let's do a critical analysis about the Mohbad's passing. Okay, the Afrobeat singer from Nigeria called Mohbad, his mysterious passing, and everything surrounding Mohbad's passing. You know that this has been resurrected again by the very dark man. The very dark man did some interview with Sam Larry and photos of him. Before the interview, we saw photos of him, Sam Larry, and Naira Marley online, right? So the very dark man now later on did an interview where Sam Larry was alleging some stuff. We're going to get into all of that. We're also going to be discussing about Mohbad's wife, Wumi, and all of that. Join me, let's do a critical analysis because there's a way this whole thing is going, and I'm just wondering. Looking on TikTok, on TikTok street, you can see that some persons are already carrying signs saying, "Oh, Wumi is guilty, prosecute her," and things like that. So let's do a deep dive into this. And this is fully powered by the very dark man. And I will tell you why I have something wrong with the way the very dark man is going about this case. First of all, there are people that are critically able to analyze stuff, and in the process of them critically analyzing, they will still tell you that they are not professionals, so they don't categorically say things. Now, that's the difference between people that are critical thinkers and people like the very dark man. There are good things that the very dark man does, and so many times he's done good things, and we've come out here to speak about it. And remember, I always say this: if someone does something good, talk about it. If the person does something wrong that you need to scold the person, scold the person. You drop your opinion in the comment section and let's keep this interactive, okay? Now, back to what I was saying. Getting a lot of wind. Back to what I was saying now. The very dark man did this interview, and the very dark man was alleging, remember, a text message of, okay, he also interviewed late Mohbad's friend, also the one that Mohbad fought with a day or two before his passing. They went to a show together. Now I forgot. Drop his name in the comment section. I forgot Mohbad's friend's name. Sorry. And they had a kind of misunderstanding, and maybe they exchanged some punches or to verbal whatever. But anyways, there was just something between the both of them. Mobad got angry, got in his car and left and went home. So in the process of all of that, the guy, according to him, had his bags and his properties in Mobad's car that Mobad left and went home with. The next day he wanted to get that, and he said the bag of his manager also, or his manager's property, was also in the car. The manager was supposed to be traveling. So he didn't want to, of course, we understand when friends fight, sometimes you're waiting for who's going to call first, who's going to call first. So we do totally understand that. So Mobad's friend, instead of reaching out to Mobad, reached out to Wumi and asked Wumi, how do I get those things? My manager is traveling and stuff like that. And Wumi responded back in a text message that Mobad's friend has actually shared with the very dark man, and the very dark man has made that public. Now, he shared he on that text message, Mobad's wife now said, please don't come to the house. I will let you know when you can come. And the very dark man is now alleging that because Wumi sent that message to Mobad's friend, stopping Mobad's friends from coming to Mobad's home, that invariably means that Mobad passed a day before the day that he was actually seen, that they put him in the car, running around doing all of that. So the very dark man is alleging that if Wumi was preventing people, okay, or preventing Mobad's friend from coming to the home, she knew that she was covering up for something. Now, according to the history between Mobad and Wumi, also, it seemed like they had a lot of turbulent relationship where they quarrel, they fight, they do all of that. So we're not saying that it's far fetched that, oh, maybe they didn't exchange blows or they didn't argue or something, but the very dark man, be very careful with the way that you push certain narrative out. You are not the professionals. You are not. You're not a professional. You're not, when I mean a professional, you're not a criminal investigator. You're not a criminologist. You didn't study criminology in school. You're not a forensic investigator. You are not even the police. So it is not your job to do that. And even the police, for example, if a murder is being carried out, the police goes there and secures the crime scene for the rightful people to come in and do the investigation. The detectives will come in and start. So everybody have what they need to do. It's the job of the police to come, secure, and make sure that there's no cross-contamination, nothing like that. Everything is the way it is. So when the detectives get in, when they bring in forensic and everything, they'll be able to collect, and nobody will be moving around with their shoes and things like that. So you should know better not to come out and categorically say that because that happened. What if, very dark man, did it cross your mind? Where is Mohbad's phone? And I hope that Wumi still has Mohbad's phone. If Wumi is actually innocent, make sure, Wumi, keep Mohbad's phone very well and pray, okay? Because the way this whole story is going, it could go either way. It could be that it's him and Wumi that fought and something happened. It could also be that Mohbad's lifestyle contributed to what happened to him. I'm not saying, okay, categorically. I'm just giving instances that it is possible that Mohbad's lifestyle could have contributed. The fight and his lifestyle could have added. And so many things could have caused Mohbad to have passed on. A lot of artists live certain lifestyle where they take certain things and they want to get high, they want to get this, they want to get that. And that's very common in Lagos. And we know that, in fact, all over the nation, all around the world. So I find it very weird that just because one friend of Mohbad did not see him a day to the day that he was pronounced dead, it means that he had passed the day before. What if that day that you're alleging that Mohbad passed, if they go check his phone, because trust me now, they have the forensic people that are specialized in checking your phones, your everything. So they will be able to go through Mohbad's phone, his call log and everything. And depending on where he was, the day that you're alleging that he passed. So if Mohbad had happened to leave the home that day and gone somewhere and somebody calls him, or he was chatting with somebody, or he is sending text messages, know that they will find the cell tower that his phone was pinging from when he was receiving such messages. So very dark man, be extremely careful the way you accuse somebody. Remember, they said nobody is guilty until they are found guilty. Allow the professionals to do their job. You want to analyze the case, do it. Anybody can talk about Mohbad's case. If you're a content creator, you do celebrity gist, world news, and things like that, you're allowed to give your 2 cents. But do not come out and categorically saying things like that. And those of you that are carrying, what is it called? Signs and screaming, Wumi is guilty, persecute, persecute, persecute. If it's been investigated and she's innocent, she will sue the heck out of you people, including you, the very dark man, including you. You started with this DNA thing that you used to distract this case right from the beginning. The bone of contention was not DNA test. I don't know why your eyes went straight to late Mohbad's properties, because that's the only thing I can think of that you don't want his little son Liam to benefit from. I don't know if you're thinking they're going to hand over those to you. If you had put pressure on investigating all of the people around Mohbad, not only Wumi, including the friend he fought with, the Sam Larry and the what is it called that you were, you're comfortable taking photos with Sam Larry. We saw that, and then now you're screaming Zlatan, Zlatan. Nobody can force Zlatan to speak if Zlatan does not want to speak. But the only way you people, if you're thinking, and I said critical thinking is what we need in this Mohbad's case. If you're thinking very well, you don't have to come out and be screaming, Zlatan, Zlatan, come out and talk. Nobody will force Zlatan to speak. But the only way they can get Zlatan to speak is after a proper investigation is being done, the case is being taken to court, whomever is being charged or the group of persons that is being suspected to be directly or indirectly connected to Mohbad's passing will now be properly, charged in court. Then they will now start collecting evidences, presenting evidences, eyewitnesses and eyewitness statement and things like that. That's where Zlatan comes in. That's where Zlatan has to go and swear under oath to now give the full thing he saw in that video that all of you are curious of getting the long form. Getting the long form of that video is not going to be difficult. All they need to do is get all the names of everybody that was present there. If they like, let them go and hide their phone and pretend that they will still get they will get into your phone and everything they want, they will get it. As far as you have a phone, you have a computer, you're using this internet, there are so many this thing. They will get to Google and Google will give it. It's a criminal case. So Google is going to give them, if that's where they want to go and you feel like you want to hide everything you do is traceable. Everything you do is traceable. Those your private WhatsApp chat that you're deleting, your Facebook and this. So calm down. Very dark man, I don't like the way you're going about this case. Why are you so hell bent on defending Sam Larry and Naira Marley? Meanwhile, they are not even